Good morning, students. We had completed the parts of sentence, subject and predicate. You will do the exercise given in your grammar book, underlining the subject and double underlining the predicate. One exercise is there. You can do it in your grammar notebook. Today we will start with kinds of sentences. Now the sentences are divided into 4 parts, as you can see on the screen here. The first one is assertive or declarative sentence. Assertive, it is also known as declarative. Any one could be used, declarative or assertive. It says or states something. Okay, that is known as an assertive sentence. For example, the fox looked at the piece of cheese. It could be positive, it could be negative also, because both things say or state something. The fox did not like it. So the upper one was affirmative and the down was negative. He is a good student. He is not a good student. So both are saying something. So these are known as assertive or declarative sentences. The next come interrogative sentences. All of you know they always end with a question mark. When you see a question mark in a statement, you understand it is a interrogative sentence. Now here, what is the role of interrogative sentence? It asks questions. These questions could be in two forms. One is yes no questions and the other one is WH questions. Supposing I ask you, do you like stories? So your answer will be yes or no. So this is a question that is asked in yes or no form. I ask you, what kind of stories do you like? So here I am starting my question with WH form. So these are the two forms interrogative sentences are always start with. Now I would like you to understand two things. Remember about interrogative sentences. In an interrogative sentence, we put the auxiliary verb before the subject. For example, they have gone away, this statement. So if we convert it into an interrogative, so we will write, I am writing the example here, you can see the example. They have gone away. This is a simple statement. This is known as an assertive sentence. We are changing this statement into interrogative sentence. So by changing it into interrogative, we will put the auxiliary verb. We will take out the auxiliary verb. This is the auxiliary verb in the sentence. We will take this out. We will write it as have they gone away? Question mark. So this has been changed into interrogative sentence. Earlier it was saying something, they have gone away, it was saying something, stating something. So this was assertive sentence and now this have changed into interrogative sentence. We have brought the auxiliary verb out, the subject is taken afterwards and then the question says. So this is how you frame a interrogative statement. You can use yes or no questions and you can also ask WH questions. Further, we move on to imperative sentences. Now what is the role of imperative sentences? It gives commands, instructions, request and advice. Okay, three things are done by imperative sentences. They give command, instructions and advices. Now whenever you see a advice or a command in a sentence, you can judge that it is a imperative statement. For example, keep off the grass. Keep off the grass. This is a command given to you. Okay, someone is giving you a command. Don't pluck flowers, keep off the grass. These are commands. So this is imperative sentence. Next example of instruction is put this notice on the notice board, or your teacher instructs you, go and put this down in the notice board in the hall. So this is an instruction given. This is again a imperative sentence. Now the example of request. Request, there are many examples. Pass me the sugar, please give me some salt, please pass me the sauce. So these are the requests done. So they are imperative sentences again. Then advise. Advice could be given by anyone. It could be a doctor's advice, it could be a teacher's advice, or it could be your parents' advice. So they all come under imperative sentences. For example, do your homework regularly. Eat well, otherwise you will fall ill. So these are all advice that are given by different people. For imperative, you just have to remember they are commands, instructions, request and advice given by different people that come under the category of imperative sentences. Now the fourth one is exclamatory sentence. This is very easy, and it always end with a exclamation mark. You see explanation mark here, this ends with a question mark, and here you can see a exclamation mark. So this ends with the explanation and it expresses some strong feeling. So any strong feeling that is expressed and an exclamation mark is there, that is known as exclamatory sentence. For example, how beautiful the butterfly is. What a nuisance it is. Hooray, we have won the match. Oh my God, how has this happened? So all these are exclamatory sentences. This much for today. Go through this in your grammar book given, and then we'll be doing the exercises. I will be giving you the exercises to check. You do it yourself and then you can check the answers that I'll send you. This much for today.